This is the review for the Chapter 8 quiz. The first type of question that you're going to have is going to give you some data, and you need to make a dot plot for the data. So when you go do a dot plot, remember that you are putting X's, all right, above each of these numbers. So we have 1, 2. So I'm going to put an X above the 2. We have a 3. We have a 6. We have a 7. We have another 3, so I'm going to put another X, try and make them about the same size right above it. Then we have a 7 again. We have another 6. We have another 6. We have another 6. And we have a 9. So our dot plot looks like that. Always make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. So we should have 10 X's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's a good double check of it. So what measure of central tendency should we use and why? Now remember, if it is skewed to the left or skewed to the right, we use the median. If it is symmetric, then we use the mean. So in this one, I would say this one is more symmetric than anything else, all right? Is it perfectly symmetric? No. Is it pretty close? Yes, all right? We pretty much go evenly up and down. So I would say that this one is symmetric. So you would use the mean, all right? If you have to go calculate the mean, remember that we need to put these numbers into our 5-number summary, all right, into our stat calc. So we have from a dot plot, because you will have to do this, from a dot plot, we have to go to stat edit. In our L1, we have a 2, we have a 3, we have another 3, we have a 6, a 6, a 6, a 6, we have a 7, we have another 7, and we have a 9. So there's my 10 numbers there. Always double check your data, all right? Always make sure that you typed it in correctly. Go to stat, go over to calc. We have to do one variable stats. It asks you, do we want L3? Now, I was doing something different before, so mine didn't say L1. I needed to change it to L1 by hitting second and 1. That gives me that L1 function. Go down to calculate. Now, remember, the mean, if you're asked to find the mean is this little X with the line over it. So our mean here would be 5.5. If it was a skewed left or skewed right, we'd have to use the median. You remember, you have to scroll down using the arrow pad to find the median. The median here would be 6. Here is our 5-number summary. We have our min, our max, our Q1, our Q3, and our median all the way down at the bottom. But again, when you have a dot plot, these are the numbers that you have to type in, all right? The numbers for the X's. So you have one of the 2's, it's our data, all right? Make a box and whisker plot from this data. So our min is 2. So you're going to put a line here. You're going to have to draw a box and whisker plot. Our Q1 is 3. So I'm going to put a line there. Our median is 6. So we're going to put a line there. Our Q3 is 7. So we're going to put a line there. And our max is 9. So we're going to put a line there. I like to connect the whiskers on the outside first. And then make a box with the center 3 lines with your Q1, your median, and your max. So here is our box and whisker plot. Find the mean, we already did. Our mean was 5.5. And again, that is the X with the little line over it, and that can be found at the top. Questions so far? So half of your quiz looks like that. The other part of your quiz looks like this with making a histogram. So the first thing that I would do is do some tallies and some frequencies. So we have a 12. 12 would be in here. And again, I like to cross them off as I go. 3, I would put one little tally mark there. 16 would belong to this group. 20 would belong to this group. Now notice that this says less than 20 here. and it's 20 is less than or equal to. So 20 goes along with this one. 13, 17, 16, 6, 24, 19, and 23. So in the frequency column, what you need to type is you need to add up how many tallies. So we have one of these that's in between 0 and 5. We have one of these, which is in between 5 and 10. We have two of these, which is in between 10 and 15. From 15 to 20, we have four of those. And then we have three of these. When you go to make your boxes, you need to do it in between 0 and 5. We have one. So I'm going to draw this like this in between there. Your bars do need to touch. 5 and 10, there's 1. 10 and 15, there's 2. 15 to 20, there is 4. And then 20 to 25, there are 3. So that's what my histogram would look like. On a side note, what would this be from our picture? Would this be skewed left, skewed right, or symmetric? I would say that this would be skewed left. All right, I would say this would be skewed left because this data is stretching out that side. It's definitely a more slanted side there where it's being stretched out because of these data points. Would you use since it's skewed left, would you use the median or would you use the mean? You would use the median, all right? Anytime that it's skewed left or skewed right, we use the median. If it's symmetric, we use the mean. This is a good slide to go back to as well on your quiz. This is a picture of symmetric, all right? Notice that it's about the same on both sides. You can almost split it down the middle. It's almost matching on both sides. Does it have to be perfect? No. All right, but is it close? Yes. This is symmetric as well for our box plot, for our box and whisker plot. All right, it's pretty much the same, pretty much equal all spread throughout. And again, we have a hill right here. Skewed left means that it is being stretched out to this left-hand side. Skewed right, it gets stretched out on the right-hand side. When we take a look at our median in the middle here, all right, when we take a look at the median, notice that this half and this half were about the same. That's why that was symmetric. This side is significantly longer, so that's why this would be skewed left. This side of the data, this half of the data is skewed to the right. Because remember, 25% of your data is in between the min in Q1, Q1 in the median in Q3, and Q3 and the max. So half of our data is stretched out that way, half of our data is stretched out that way. With a histogram, same type of thing as the dot plot. This part is making it all stretched out to the left. And then we keep on going down, 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 down. So this part is stretching it out to the right. So what I need to show you, hold on, let me hit stop.